All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Penguin Talk. Today here with us we have Casper Guy from NachoWifHat. Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, bro. Yeah, I'm good. It's obviously been a busy time. I also work full time as well, so yeah, pretty hectic at the minute.
Yeah,
But
that's
how are you?
true.
How are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm good as well. I'm good as well. Yeah, the crypto space is always hectic, right? Especially if you're a creator or a dev, there is always something to do, right?
Yeah, literally, my Telegram is such a mess at the minute. There is people messaging me non-stop, and I have about 50 pin chats to try and keep up. But yeah, there's like you say, always
Yeah,
something going on, always something to do. And when you think you can maybe chill for 10 minutes, then something comes up. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's why we do it, man. We're passionate about things, so yeah,
That's
it'll be
true.
worth it.
It's stressful, but I really love the stress, right? It's a good kind of stress because you know it's for something good, right? Because you know it will get you somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I think when there's something stressful or when there's something negative, then like a few minutes later, there's always something positive, or someone joins the Telegram and says something positive and
Correct. Yeah.
is looking forward to it. So yeah, I feel like there are some negatives with time and everything like that, but I think then like a few minutes later, it all reverses and there's something positive or something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. It's also you really have to have this kind of mindset, right? You can't get the or you can't let the negative words or negative thinking of other people get to you, right? You gotta stay positive and confident in what you're building. I think that's really important.
Yeah, no, 100%. I said this on a space the other day that, like, you have bad days and you have good days, and I think it's important that on those good days you remember the feeling, you remember what was happening, and then you take that feeling that you had into the next bad day that you have, because yeah, they will always be there, they'll always come around, but yeah, you just have to push through, remember why you started it, and yeah, just keep going, be consistent in everything that you're working towards.
Yeah, that's correct. That's great. Always keep this feeling in mind that you're having on the positive days. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Yeah, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your project and the role that you're playing in the project?
Yeah, of course. So, my name's Casper Guy. My real name is also Guy. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
little bit
cool.
why behind my my name.
Yeah.
Yes, so I've been sort of in and out of crypto really, to be honest, since 2001. I was mining Ethereum back in the proof of work days. Yeah,
Oh,
just had like a
yeah.
small rig in my garage at home.
Yeah, so
And then
you're
yeah,
an OG. You're yeah.
I guess you could say that, but then yeah, and then
Yeah.
I decided, yeah, obviously when the proof of stake situation happened, and I was also moving here to the UAE, so I sold up everything and made the move here, which worked well. The timing was good in terms of the move, and also the Ethereum
Yeah.
switch to proof of stake. So yeah, and but on the other hand, I kind of wish that maybe I'd have kept the rig and stayed in the UK and started mining Casper, because that would have paid off. But yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't to be. And
that's true. But I
but
mean,
yeah,
if you're
also
in crypto since 2001, then mining Ethereum, like you had to be really early, right? So that had to pay off as well, correct?
yeah, 2021, and then yeah, but yeah, electricity costs in the UK are crazy anyway. So it was, I think
Oh,
I would have had to switch that in
2021 or 2001?
2021, of course. Yeah.
Okay, I understood 2001. Okay, now.
No, no, no. It's
Okay, okay,
still,
my bad.
yeah, yeah. 2021, so a few years. But yeah, and then since then, yeah, really, um, I'm a big advocate of proof of work and decentralization and and security. So yeah, I was previously a big advocate of Bitcoin, but obviously, as we all know, it has some scalability issues. Obviously,
Yeah,
without
that's true.
sacrificing the security and decentralization. So as soon as I came across Casper, sort of the beginning of 2023, since then, I've just been going further and further down this rabbit hole of non-stop research, attending every space I can, particularly the ones with Shy, or even the more rare ones where Jonathan's joining. I just love finding more and more about it. And then in terms of the project, really, so obviously I'm based here in the UAE, and I attended my first sort of in real life Casper event. I think it was in like August or September, probably September of this year. And I was thinking, right after that event, it really like motivated me to become more sort of involved or contribute something to the community. And obviously the KRC20 tokens just becoming possible. Obviously the first sort of beta launch was at the end of June, I think, and then the relaunch was in September. So yeah, the idea was kind of really born out of a group chat with a few friends towards the beginning of September, and we just thought, why not? Let's just do it. So we created a Twitter page before the release, before the launch, before we started minting. Got a few people interested. And then we fully minted in something like 15 minutes. To be fair, we only had something like 10,000 mints. It was at the time. But yeah, since then we've just been kind of like trying to grow the project organically. Obviously, NachoWifHat, it's sort of a combination of what we say to potentially one of the biggest KRC20 tokens, which is obviously Nacho, and one of the strongest Solana meme coins. So yeah, with the intention to obviously pay our respects to Nacho. Yeah, we think that their team, Ashton's, done a great job of building a community and really promoting transparency within the space, which is something that maybe is missing from other chains such as Solana. But also, we're huge advocates of Casper, really passionate about what Casper sets out to achieve. So hopefully we can bring, even if it's a few people from other chains like Solana, like I say, into Casper. And even if they don't buy NachoWifHat, maybe one day we've given them an introduction to Casper, and they can help the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's correct. The most important thing right now is just to onboard people onto this new chain, because not many people know about Casper, and KRC20, they know about even less, right? So I think that's a great idea, or a great thing to do. A good idea to like combine a Casper coin with a Solana coin to kind of spread the word. And it's something that these Solana guys already know, right? So maybe they're interested in that because it's something they're already a bit familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. Like you say, Solana, people that are into Solana have definitely heard of NWIF. So if they immediately, the first thing when someone is looking at a meme coin sees is probably the logo and the name. So if someone from Solana automatically sees something with that, then maybe it sparks their attention. Yeah, and like you say, not many people have heard of Casper. When I'm attending these in real life events, it's crazy of how much.
I'm having some connection issues.
Oh, can you hear me?
Can you guys still hear me?
I can hear you. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm not sure. Let me know if.
I'm back now. I had some connection issues, man. I was logging even on Discord, not only on the X Spaces, but even Discord. Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry.
One of the daily struggles. I was just saying that. Kind of like you were saying that. I think with our sort of X algorithms, we were fed all this Casper content, and we build up this impression that maybe everyone has heard of Casper before. But when you're actually in real life, you really find out that even people that are really into crypto, that it's not the case, and not many people have heard of Casper at all. So there's a lot of potential in terms of spreading the word and bringing people in from other projects or other chains into the Casper space.
Yeah, that's correct. I also tend to forget that most people don't know as much about Casper as we do or as I do. For example, with Buffalo as well, right? I had this idea to create a coin on KRC20 because I was in KRC20 or in Casper since early August, I think, and then I didn't quite catch the first beta launch, but then I caught the second launch, like the launch that worked.
Yeah.
um, so I was in quite early, I would say. I could mint a couple of the big projects right away, so that's great. And then I just got the idea to create a project myself. I told Buffalo about it, and like I think the first thing he asked me was, "What is Casper?" Right? Because nobody has heard about it at that point, and I thought people would be more educated on that, but I believe they're not, and that's also something that we want to change, right? At KPENG, when we want to educate as many people as possible around Casper and KRC20, and with that also help to onboard people because nobody will buy something that they don't know anything about, right? So I think that's also something that everybody should do, and I also see a lot of projects doing, right? This kind of educational content that's being posted everywhere, and that's great, right? That's something that helps the whole ecosystem grow and onboard more people from other chains.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm not sure on the number of KRC20 tokens there are now, but yeah, there's quite a few, right? So if we
Yeah.
all chip in, if we all promote Casper, if we all share, the benefits of Casper and perhaps the differences between, other more well-known projects, then yeah, if we all do that, then it sort of compounds on each other and yeah, definitely, yeah, me doing it by myself probably has very little effect, but if we all do it, yeah, I'm sure we'll make a difference.
Yeah, that's correct. It's a team effort, right? But I really do believe that, or I mean, it's logical, right, for other projects to do the same because they also want uh, the ecosystem to grow. So yeah, as you said, everybody has to participate in it and do their part to help this ecosystem grow. And I think we're in a great position, right? Casper is pumping up a bit. The bull run
Nice
is
to see.
beginning, right? So there will be a bit more of exposure to crypto in general and thus also Casper. And if people see Casper and they research a little bit, they'll find KRC20, right? And then we come into play, right? We have to educate them. we have to help them set up their bots, or I don't know, maybe in the near future, you don't even have to trade with the Telegram bots anymore because there are more exchanges that integrate KRC20. So yeah, that's the future is really bright for Casper, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I think, I think, like you say, Casper is slowly going to become more accessible to more and more people across the world. Like once we get a tier one listing, maybe Kraken isn't too far away. I think hopefully that will make Casper more accessible. Maybe bring new people into Casper that haven't heard of it before. And then if we're already here creating content, educating the community, then it should be quite an easy, soft way for them to understand more about Casper, but also more about KRC20 tokens and, yeah, like you say, how to buy, for example.
Yeah, that's true. And I really do believe that Casper will be one of the big main coins because it's, as you said already, it's just way more scalable than any other project right now. And I think if people see that and see the potential, then yeah, Casper will pump even more, right? It's
Yeah, exactly. I think, like you say,
somewhat inevitable.
It's about educating, because when maybe first from a glance you compare Casper to Solana, for example, maybe it's easy when you're just looking at numbers to think it's similar, but when you actually understand like why proof of stake is potentially or arguably not decentralized or not as secure as a proof of work network, then yeah, I think you can actually uh, really understand what Casper is achieving in terms of it's a proof of work network, but that's actually scalable. So yeah, I think once we can get people to fully understand what that actually means and the difficulty that actually goes into achieving that, yeah, I think like you say, Casper is bound to be one of the top coins in my opinion.
Yeah, correct. Because as I said, we're super early, right? And yeah, Casper will gain a lot more exposure over the next couple of months and maybe even years, or especially over the years, right? Because yeah, people will realize that it's just a great technology, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's already becoming known. I think whilst there's still so much potential for people to find out and new people coming into the space, I think yeah, the more people tend to do research into Casper, the more they then actually think, yeah, this is actually something big. So yeah, personally, I think yeah, Casper is going to do extremely well over the coming years, whether it's this bull run or the next bull run, and even putting price to one side, and just thinking about the technology and what it's going to achieve. Obviously, we're at 1 BPS now, 10 BPS potentially in the next few months. Smart contracts coming as well. Even further down the line, 100 BPS. That's proven on paper. So yeah, let's. It's definitely going to be an exciting time. Even not even thinking about the prize, but thinking about what Casper can actually do and achieve in its mission.
Yeah, I think so as well, and especially what you said with the smart contracts. If Casper, or I should say KRC20, gets smart contracts integrated, then I believe a lot of people from Solana will hop on because they have something liquid, right? Because now trading with inscriptions, I think that's one of the big reasons as well that, for example, Solana guys don't want to trade KRC20 tokens.
Yeah, exactly. It's not easy. It's not like accessible. You need the KSBR bot or like a obviously like Caspiano or something like that. But I think yeah, with smart contracts, I think obviously I'm not a technical
Yeah.
person, but as far as I understand, once smart contracts are available, then a true DEX will be possible. So yeah, it's definitely going to be yeah. Like I was saying this on a space the other day. Like I have obviously a lot of friends in crypto, but a lot of friends that are also not into crypto, and trying to get them to download Casware, create a wallet, and then connect it to the KSBR bot, and so I can send them some NWIF or another token or whatever. Like, it's impossible. Like they just want to be able to do it easy or have an app already that's there ready for them to go. Yeah, they don't want to be spending 5-10 minutes me telling them on a call how
Yeah,
just to set up
I
a
get
wallet or
that.
something.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I
that's
think
true.
yeah, as yeah, projects are more built out and dexes become available and everything's more accessible and convenient. Yeah, I think yeah, like you say, we're early. It's difficult at the minute, but that's just the sign of how early we are, right?
Yeah, correct. Somebody has to build up the ecosystem, right? That's us, and I believe we will be rewarded for that in the near future.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, even if we aren't, then it's good to be doing something that we're passionate about. So
Yeah,
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 like
that's
although this
true.
takes it takes a lot of time, right? But yeah, I don't really care because I'm doing something that I love. I'm doing something I'm passionate about on a daily basis. I'm speaking to people in the Telegram or other places on Spaces, for example, about something that yeah, like I say, I'm really passionate about. And not just meme coins, but the actual utility behind Casper. So yeah, it's something that I really enjoy.
Yeah, that's great. I couldn't have said that any better. That's great. Okay, so we talked a lot about Casper now. Yeah, why don't you share a little bit of insights on NWIF? What's going on in the
Yeah,
team? How many devs are you? Something like that.
yeah, of course. So yeah, really, like I was saying, it sort of started out of a group chat, well, like a crypto group chat that I have with a few friends, and me and two others decided, right, yeah, let's go ahead with the NachoWifHat idea. So yeah, I was the person that deployed the token in mid-September.
Yeah.
It was like exactly 1 week after the second launch, like you said, the launch that actually worked of KRC 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then since then we've just been trying to grow super organically. Like we haven't paid for anything. We've now got 6 team members in total. So we've added. So we've got a few team members across the world. So we've got
Yeah, that's impressive. 16?
yeah,
That's a lot. That's cool.
6. Sorry, not 16. Yeah. So we started with 3, and we've doubled the team. So we've got someone in Austria,
I
someone
mean,
in the
that 6 is
US.
still impressive.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you get so many people reaching out to you on Telegram and they want to be paid. But yeah, that's not something that we do or we can do at the moment, at least.
Yeah.
But I think because people are coming on board without being paid, they're doing this out of passion or because they genuinely have an interest in helping grow NachoWifHat. So although it's taking time, although we've been around for like a couple of months now, and it's taking time where people are coming on board because they want to help the project grow. So yeah, although we might be moving at a slower rate than other projects, I think we're all really passionate about doing things organically. And yeah, maybe if we had the money to pay for things, we would, but yeah, we don't. So it's got to be
Yeah.
done organically. And then at the same time, it means that we haven't invested like a lot of money into this, right? So we're not expecting any returns. We're not expecting to get anything out of it. We're not waiting for a certain price or anything like that. We're doing this, building it up organically. Who knows where it will go? But yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah,
just doing this
exactly.
out of pure love for Casper, really.
Yeah. And also I think this early into a project or into this whole ecosystem, it doesn't make sense to focus on the price, right? Because it's 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 not really fleshed out, right? There's so much
Yeah.
stuff missing, and you can't really compare it to Solana. For example, if you would have launched the coin on Solana, it probably would do better. But you can compare the two systems, and I think if we just wait it out and stay active, stay passionate about what we're doing, yeah, then people will see that and they will see us. And I think, as I said earlier a couple of times, the future really is bright for Casper.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, we're one of the earliest KRC 20 token projects. We're super early, and Casper is still massively on a growth trajectory. So
Yep.
yeah, I think it's going to be exciting times for us for Casper. Who knows where it's going to take us, but certainly going to be a nice journey over the next few months, I hope. But yeah, it's certainly been a tough couple of months in terms of time and adapting to going from like a life where you're working a 9 to 5 job and then all of a sudden it's a lot longer than that, and
Yeah.
every evening is then
It's
completely
24/7.
consumed by
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, literally you wake up and you see Telegram and Twitter and X blowing up and you're like, oh god, like
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm waking up, I was like, oh, I need to check my phone, has there been some
Yeah,
FUD that I
correct.
need to
It's
quickly
the first thing I do in the morning, right? Check the X, check the Telegram, check the Discord, and then I hop on something like TradingView, check the charts. So
No.
I have the
Honestly, it's
macros. Man, it's stressful, but as I said, I really love this kind of stress, and it's something that I love to do, and I bet you love to do as well. And it's different for if you would work all this time in some other job, I think you would burn out really quick. But if you're passionate about it, it somewhat becomes your hobby at some point, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think if you love doing something, it doesn't feel like work. So for us,
Correct. Yeah.
that are involved in projects, if we love doing it, then it's not a hassle because we like spending time on it. Obviously, there are certain things that can become frustrating, like
Yeah,
getting all the messages from people
absolutely.
trying
Yeah.
to sell you something. But it's yeah, it's
Oh man,
for the most part, it's
I know
enjoyable.
what you mean. Okay, so what are your future plans for NachoWifHat? Anything big coming up?
Well, just last week we launched our own NachoWifHat AI bot in collaboration with the Kazuna token from the
That's cool.
Tensor network.
Yeah.
So basically in our Telegram now you can use the image command and type sort of NWIF lying on a beach drinking a beer, for example, and then it will automatically generate an image. So we have a competition going around at the minute where basically like a meme or an image contest where you join our Telegram, create an image based on your own description, and then share that on X. And basically the most creative or the best idea wins. Just really hoping that helps to build sort of exposure on X, but also some engagement on our Telegram as well. And there's been some really nice entries so far, which is good to see. So we host this competition basically every week, and every Sunday we announce a winner. So yesterday was the first winner, which is really nice to see. And obviously, as most projects, we haven't secured a sex listing yet, but we're hoping. We've got our listing fund that is live at the minute, so we're hoping to get something secured in the next few weeks. Again, we're doing everything organically, right? So of course the team have contributed to this fund, but everything else is from the community. It's maybe a little bit of a slow process, but I'm sure we'll get there. It's also, on one hand, it's bad because we want to get on a sex as soon as possible, but we're also seeing what other projects are doing in terms of are they successful, which sexes are they most successful with. So we're able to look at how other projects are doing on different platforms, and then making a decision on obviously cost is a big part of it, but also how they're performing on different platforms.
Yeah, that's true. We slow runners do have a advantage at some in some sort, right? Because we can spectate first on what's going good, what's going bad, what sex to pick, which one not to pick, right? So it is a advantage of some sort. But the thing that you said with the AI image generator, that's really cool. That's a great idea. That's very interesting.
Yeah, no, I think one of our team members, she's in Austria, like I mentioned. It was her idea. She'd seen it in a couple of other projects, but I don't think it's super common right now. But like you say, it's like we have no utility, right? But at least this is some sort of way to give value to our community. Maybe they're a creative person and they want to just create some images, then they can do that in our Telegram, which then helps with engagement. And a funny image, for example, then creates a whole conversation around that one image,
Yeah, true.
which is great to see. And then like I say, we have the competition as well. So every time someone enters, then it helps increase exposure of our token, and people are becoming more aware of NachoWifHat. So I think everything is really thought through because we don't have like unlimited funds. Everything is super thought through. We don't take decisions lightly. We really try and think through everything. Like we have a couple of competitions that are also running weekly in terms of we basically select a random buyer and also a random holder. Again, trying to promote, obviously volume's been a struggle. So we're trying to get people obviously into the community and increase volume, but also incentivize the community to hold as well. But yeah, like I say, volume's been a real struggle. We have obviously ups and downs, but yeah, I think it's similar for a lot of other projects where volume has been pretty low on some days.
Yeah, for us as well, volume is like the biggest struggle. But I think it also has to do with the macro situation of Casper, right? I mean, it is pumping again, but the last couple of weeks were rough, and I think that scared a couple of people off. But yeah, let's see what the future has to hold. I mean, Casper is on a nice pump up again, so yeah, we expect a bit of volume to flood in a couple of weeks, right? If the bull run really kicks off, or if it raises even higher, then more people are incentivized to buy more Casper, I believe, or more KRC20 projects.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, maybe people, they come into Casper, that's their sort of entry point into this whole ecosystem, and then they obviously find out about KRC20 tokens, and yeah, then they look for the projects that they like. So I think it's like a funnel of, yeah, maybe you first find out about Casper, or you could even first find out about a KRC20 token. Like that's a lot of our aim that we just discussed, right? About bringing new people into the space, and maybe they don't buy our token, but they buy Casper, which is then a job well done for us.
Yeah, correct. I think also that all the tokens they're small onboarders, right? They're not only working for themselves, but they're working for Casper, right? They're all they're all working for this whole ecosystem, and if they get to somebody to buy some other coin or just Casper in general, that's great, as you said. Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's refreshing to see that. Certainly the projects that I've spoken to, like Quack and you guys and several others, that are really passionate about Casper. Whereas you maybe, obviously, I'm not saying all projects on Solana are rug pulls or scams. Obviously, they're not. That's not true.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the actual community behind a lot of the projects in KRC20, it's really refreshing to see. When you join a Telegram or a Discord group on another chain, for example, can be a bit hostile, right? You can be a bit wary about making
Yeah, correct.
conversation or
Yeah.
asking questions. Whereas here, everyone seems to be really supportive. Everyone wants to help each other. Even some of the bigger projects that have been around longer, or their volume's better, or they've got a much higher market cap than ourselves, they seem to all be willing to help and contribute and give a helping hand to people.
Yeah, that's also something that I really love about KRC20, right? It's a really friendly ecosystem, and as you said, not only the community but also the devs and the creators in general are all really friendly. But that's also what we need right now to build a strong community. So that's great.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're really sort of laying the foundations, right? We're all trying to do this organically. We're all there to support one another. So if and when volume does increase or more people come into the space, potentially in the next few months, then yeah, we've already got the foundations built to be able to run a successful project.
Correct. Yeah, correct. Okay, so back to NachoWifHat.
Yeah,
What's like
exactly.
one property or one feature that's really great or really cool about NWIF that a lot of people don't realize?
Yeah, so it's a good question. I think on the surface, a lot is very obvious, right? If you're not gonna find out about NWIF if you probably haven't already heard about Nacho. So yeah,
True.
I
Yeah.
think a lot on the surface is yeah, very very obvious. But yeah, like I was saying, we have the bot, which not many people are using, not many people know about right now, but it's there. Like I was saying, we're laying the foundations of trying to build a successful project and give the community some value. So we're hoping that more people find out about it and come into our Telegram and start using it. yeah, and then what else is a little bit more unknown or not too common? Yeah, so we're completely organic, right? We haven't paid for any influencers or any marketing or anything like that. So we really are doing things organically in the true sense of the word. Like obviously Casper doesn't pay for marketing. We're trying to follow the same path, but obviously, yeah, Casper doesn't pay for listings, but no one's going to list us for free. So we
Yeah,
need to pay
yeah,
for
you
the
can't
listings.
compare, right? But I still believe going organically is also the better way, especially because KRC20 is so small and there are not many big influencers on KRC20 that are like willing to shill for money. And if somebody from the Solana ecosystem, for example, some Solana KOL on Twitter wants to shill your KRC20 project, then I don't think that would be that good either, right? Because nobody knows about KRC20, nobody knows how it works,
Yeah,
right? So I think
exactly. It's about
even if people would want to pay for the shills, I don't think it would make sense now to do that. So yeah, organic all the
yeah.
way.
That's the thing. It's a fine line. You know, you can pay a Solana influencer, but then what's their audience? It's a Solana audience who
Yeah,
don't know
correct.
too much about KRC20. So I think the way forward is if we're going to pay for something, then it should be to educate Casper, and it should be to spread the word to Solana, the Solana community or other communities about Casper and potentially the benefits or the differences, rather than trying to shill a KRC20 token when yeah, people don't even know what Casper is yet, so they're not going to put effort into buying a KRC20 token before they know about Casper. So I agree that yeah, paying a Solana influencer to shill a KRC20 token doesn't make sense, but maybe it's something that we can look at to actually educate people on Casper.
Correct. A couple of days ago, we had someone in our Telegram ask us what the contract address was for our project, right? So that's exactly what I mean. I think right now KRC20 isn't ready for the big audience, right? But it will come, and as I mean, if smart contracts will be available, a lot of people from Solana will migrate to Casper, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's sort of a natural progression that if you understand Casper, you understand the benefits of Casper, then yeah, I think it's just only a natural progression for people to then start switching over to KRC20 as well. Obviously, with meme coins, it's a little bit different because yeah, depending on the project, maybe the utility isn't there, and yeah, obviously the motivations of someone perhaps investing in Casper compared to a meme coin is maybe a little bit different. But I think, yeah, like you say earlier, we're very early. We're all laying the foundations. And as the ecosystem becomes more built out, there's dexes that people trust. Then yeah, I think we'll be in a much better place, and it's just a matter of time. We're all growing organically, and yeah, as the ecosystem is built out, it'll be in a much better position, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I think so as well. That's great. Couldn't have said it any better. Okay, so my last question. It is similar to one question that I asked before, but yeah, what's some big things coming in the future? Share some alpha about NachoWifHat.
I think yeah, we're obviously getting closer to our listing goal. This is what everyone wants to hear. They want to hear when listing.
Yeah.
Um, so I think yeah, we're obviously contributing as well to the listing fund. We're not a million miles away. Obviously, with the Casper price, obviously you don't pay the exchanges in Casper, you pay them in USDT. So
Yeah.
with Casper pumping a little bit as well, it helps get to that goal a little bit a bit more a bit faster.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, I think that's the main thing. Yeah, obviously we've got our competitions that are already running. It's not alpha, but yeah, something good for anyone listening to come in and participate. Yeah, and yeah, the main thing really is just that yeah, obviously speaking with exchanges. We're paying attention to how other projects are performing on the different exchanges when they list, and we'll be making a decision based on that evidence and based on results. So when the time comes in, might be 3 weeks, for example, then we'll be selecting the exchange that we think will be best for us. Hello, guys. Did I lose you?
My connection is very bad again, but I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh
Okay,
man,
perfect.
we we have to cut that out, man. Okay, no. Yeah. Okay. So listings are being worked on. Do
Yeah,
you have any
elite.
specific exchange in mind already? Elite what?
Well, I don't want to I don't want to say the exact names, but yeah, it's just the usual ones that all the other KRC20 tokens have been speaking with. Obviously, you're probably in the group yourselves, so you can probably have a good idea of which one it is that we're most keen on at the moment. But yeah, obviously things could change. I don't want to say the name that we're most likely going to go with now, because like I say, if something happens in the next few weeks that we're not happy with, or we see something going on with other projects listing with them, then maybe we use that information and decide to change. But so far, everything's looking so good with this exchange, so we'll most likely be listing with them.
Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, thanks for hopping on. It was a pleasure talking to you. Really nice guy. Yeah, I would love to do this sometime again if you're down to do that.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think it would be good, be interesting, so every few weeks or something, to see how we're all progressing and
Yeah, correct.
how things are going. Because like we were saying, the space moves so quickly. A few weeks is a lifetime. It seems
Yeah,
like it's crazy that I launched 2 months ago. It feels like 2 weeks ago. But
yeah,
yeah, everything's moving so fast.
yeah, that's great. Okay, then yeah, let's stay in contact. Really, yeah. Again, thank you for hopping on. And if there's nothing that you want to add, then I think we're done here.
Yeah, no, all good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no
Let's
problem.
keep in contact.
Yeah, of course. I'd love that. Okay. Have a nice day.
Cheers,
See
mate.
ya.
See you
Bye.
soon. Bye.